All right, Shalom. Shalom, shalom. Bear with me 1 second. We just getting this rolling. Cool. All right, we in there. All right, shalom. Let's get into it. All right, shalom. Before I get started with this lesson, this live lesson, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who taught me this truth. Double salutations to all you Akim out there laboring in the house of David, the elect. That's pushing this word with all truth, righteousness, and sincerity. Shalom to you, brothers. All right. Back at you with another live lesson through the Holy Spirit, the Rakakwadash. All right. And as I've been saying before, we're just gonna stay on his neck, man. All right. Scriptures tell us that all things will be revealed in this time, man. Okay. So this lesson here entitled The Controllers of the World. All right. And we know who that is. All right. The controllers of the world revealed and America's power depleted. All right. We're going to touch on those two facts there in this lesson. And Lord's will, this lesson is edifying to the hopeful elect. All right. So things that we already know. All right. Esau's trying to play on the on that word conspiracy. And everything that this devil does is a so-called conspiracy. All right. When you have multiple, powerful men, if you will, coming together, all right, with wicked plots and schemes on to take over the world, to conquer the people, man, to enslave the planet. Okay, so this is no longer a mystery, man. We're gonna continue to bring it out. All right. This devil, he can't squirm away, he can't squirm out of it. Okay. And he's gonna be continuously exposed, all right, through the Holy Spirit. Okay. Starting with the prophets of Yahweh Shema Shai. So as you see here in this article, it says report 44% of voters say federal government is controlled by a secret cabal. All right. And we already know that the numbers are probably higher than that because the same type of information came out like 2 years ago. All right. When it got out there with the whole Pizzagate, the pedophilia. All right. You recently had, the Jeffrey Epstein. All right. The pedophile island and all of that. All that information came out on pretty much, the feds being involved, high government officials, celebrities, etc. All right. That were all involved with this nastiness, man, with this pedophilia, these sex trafficking rings and all of that. All right. And I remember I had screenshotted this from one of those videos a couple years ago because they were putting it out there, but they were trying to downplay it as if people were crazy, But it says here, nearly 1 in 5 U.S. adults said they believe Satan-worshiping, child-enslaving elites seek to control politics and media. And who controls the politics and media? All right. All that information is coming out now. Who's the one that's in power that controls every aspect of the media, politics, and entertainment? All right. These frauds. Okay. Satan worshiping, child enslaving elites seek to control politics and media. All right. And they did an article going into the historical ties between the demics and extremism. All right. Because at that time, really the cap was blown off the lid, so to speak, man. That's when this thing really started to amplify. People really started to find out, the wickedness that goes on in the society. Real quick before I play this clip. All right, let's get that in Habakkuk real quick. Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 16. Right. This is Habakkuk 2:16, and it reads, Thou art filled with shameful glory. Drink thou also, and let thy foreskin be uncovered. The cup of the Lord, Yahweh Shem Shah's right hand, shall be turned unto thee, and shameful spewing shall be on thy glory. And that's what's been happening over throughout these years. All right. All the shameful spewing, the wickedness, the all the abominations, the Satanism, all right, the defile acts that go on. Okay, it's all being uncovered. All right. The world is finding out that Babylon the Great, America, is nothing but a piece of shit. All right. This place is a defiled, wicked place. All right. And just like Putin came out when he pretty much declared war on the West, what did he say? All the leadership, all right, the leadership is ran by Satanists, right? That came out, right? Let me see if I can pull the clip. I should have had that up. All right, let me see if I can find it real quick. Bear with me. All right. So it's not a what I'm saying is not a it's not a secret anymore, man. All right. Here we go. Let me play that real quick for those who never saw this little clip. All right, bear with me.
1/3 of humanity will die. They've already made up their mind what they're going to do. They have made up their mind. Putin called us satanic. He called us satanic. And he's correct. The people that run this country are Satanists.
Woo! Let them play it again, brother. Play it again.
Putin called us satanic. He called us satanic. And he's correct. The people that run this country are Satanists.
See that? So it's not a mystery no more. It's not a secret, man. That's why we're going into this. All right. The controllers of the world are being revealed. Okay. You see, this was all what you call damage control. All right. When they had brought this article out or this news clip on YouTube a couple years ago. All right. Nearly 1 in 5 U.S. adults say they believe Satan worship and child enslaving elites seek to control politics and media. All right. 44% of voters say federal government is controlled by secret cabal. All right. This information is out there, man. All right. Ain't none of you devils can run and try to deflect. All right. The wicked will be revealed in this time. So anyway, moving on. So let's play this. All right. Because we're talking about the controllers, the powers that be, the people who run the world. All right. Let's play this real quick. This came out last year. I don't know if many people saw it, but this is from Vice News. It says the most dangerous conspiracy theory in the world. So let's play this. All right.
That's basically the problem. Your gran loves QAnon, and so do all her Facebook friends. But QAnon isn't as new as you'd imagine. It's basically a version of every old conspiracy theory. And at its heart is a thing called the Protocols of the Elders of Zion, the most damaging conspiracy theory in history. The Protocols of the Elders of Zion is a 100-year-old book. It's a book that was read by Hitler and a book that inspired the 9/11 terrorists. It is perhaps the most dangerous book ever published, a crazy lie that has hung over the head of every single Jewish person ever since. The book claims to be a real record of a secret meeting. In this secret meeting, powerful Jewish people plot to take over the world, secretly start wars, manipulate banks and media, and form an eternal one-world government. Obviously, this is an insane racist fantasy.
You see that? This is an insane racist fantasy, man, because what? They're being exposed. All right. When the Lord said, let's go there. All right. When the Lord said it in what? In Ephesians, the 6th chapter, let's get it. All right. It's all propaganda. It's all damage control. All right. You devils can't hide no more. We're going to stay on you. All right. Bottom line, Ephesians 6:10, it says, finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord, Yahweh Shem Shai, and in the power of his might. Put on the whole armor of Yahweh Shemel Ashad, that you may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. All right. And all this is right here in this clip. This is all wiles, wiles of the devil. All right. Deflection. Okay. Trying to throw you off. Okay. Because there's tons of information out there, books, research that validate these points, man. All right. Anyway. Ephesians, the Lord's will, you can still hear me, man. You know, let me check real quick. All right, we in there. All right. Ephesians 6 and 10, or Ephesians 6 and 11. And it reads, it says, put on the whole armor of Yahweh Shema Ashad, that you may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. All right. The deception, the trickery, right? Everything that he's coming with right now, because he's being exposed, he's being revealed. All right. Ephesians 6 and 12. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world. Who are the rulers of the darkness of this world? All right. The Edomites, the 48ers. All right. The so-called Illuminati, man. Okay. Against the rulers of darkness of this world, the elites. Against spiritual wickedness in high places. All right. So this is them. These are those people. All right. It says, wherefore take unto you the whole armor of Yahweh Shema Ashad, that you may be able to withstand in the evil day, and having done all to stand therefore, having your loins girt about with truth, and having on the breastplate of righteousness, and your feet shod with the preparation of the gospel of peace. Above all, taking the shield of faith, wherewith you shall be able to quench all the fiery darts of the wicked. You see that? And that's what we're doing, man. Okay, we're quenching all the fiery darts of the wicked. Everything that he's coming with, all right, we're coming back even harder through the spirit. Okay, that's why he can't run no more. So let's go back and play some more of the clip. All right, just wanted y'all to hear this. All right, because hey, ultimately, these devils are on the ropes. All right, they're getting their asses kicked by the word, man. We'll start it back up from the beginning of it. All right.
Of Zion, the most damaging conspiracy theory in history. The Protocols of the Elders of Zion is a 100-year-old book. It's a book that was read by Hitler and a book that inspired the 9/11 terrorists. It is perhaps the most dangerous book ever published, a crazy lie that has hung over the head of every single Jewish person ever since. The book claims to be a real record of a secret meeting. In this secret meeting, powerful Jewish people plot to take over the world, secretly start wars, manipulate banks and media, and form an eternal one-world government.
And I want to say this too, man. You got these damn devils crying all over the media, right? They're crying all over the media talking about how they don't run the world and how they don't control everything. But yet when you speak and reveal them, all right, they cancel you, right? So it's nothing but hypocrisy, man. Everything that you're being accused of, you're actually doing it. Okay?
Obviously, this is an insane racist fantasy. The Protocols was proven to be a hoax in 1921. It was most likely the work of the Russian Empire's secret police, looking to whip up support for the Tsar by scapegoating a minority, in this case, Jewish people. Despite the fact that the vast majority of European Jews lived in abject poverty, the existence of a few wealthy Jewish families was spun into conspiracy theories of an insular and self-interested Hebrew cabal out to control the world.
A Hebrew cabal, a Hebrew cabal out to control the world. You hear this? Right? And brothers went into this book, the learn what's it called? The learn protocols of the elders of Zion. All right. And it lays out the facts of what they were going to do to pretty much take the planet, man. All right. They dominate the industry, the world. Okay. You can find the book on PDF online, man. Okay. Let's play a little bit more.
This is all clearly an insane lie. Unfortunately, the world is a very racist place, so plenty of people were happy to believe it. When the Protocols was published, it was followed by a wave of violent mob riots that led to thousands of Jews being killed. And in America, Henry Ford, the guy who made Ford cars, gave away 500,000 copies for free. More recently, Colonel Gaddafi and Hamas are among those who've used them to bolster anti-Semitic resentment in the Middle East, and it was even the inspiration for a major Egyptian TV series as recently as 2012.
الحركة الصهيونية العنصرية دي حركة بتتحضر من زمان، خطة بتتحضر من زمان وكمان من قبل الميلاد. غزو صهيوني سلمي لكل دول العالم وبخبز التعبان الرمزي.
The lies of the Protocols spread so widely that its central idea of a secret evil group ruling the planet is now fairly common. It is the center point for many conspiracy theories, especially QAnon.
All right, we'll leave it right there, man. We ain't gonna get into that QAnon madness. All right, the point of the matter is that these are the people who control the planet. Okay, and everything that's set up, all these videos, is pretty much to like I said, it's deflection, is to take the heat off of them. All right. But the knowledge is out there. This is common knowledge. All right. That people know that the world is being ran. All right. America is being ran by Satanists, as we heard, man. Okay. It's all being called out. Let's get this. All right. Luke 12:2, it says, "For there is nothing covered that shall not be revealed, neither hid that shall not be known." You see that? So we're in a time of exposure. All right. That's why I always go into these type of lessons, man. All right. Because the Lord is allowing the exposure of the wicked before the end truly comes. That's part of it. Okay. That everything that's been hidden and covered is going to be revealed. It's all going to come to light. Okay. People are seeing this, man. Okay. The elect are waking up. People's eyes. The Lord said that he would, Isaiah 25:7. All right, this is the book of Isaiah, chapter 25:7. And he will destroy in this mountain the face of the covering cast over all people and the veil that is spread over all the nations. So the Lord is removing the covering cast. He's taking away the veil. Now people see, man. Okay, now you devils are being called out. Now you're scrambling, you're trying to run. All right, you're trying to use your semantics and your deflection techniques to take the heat off your ass, but it ain't working. You can't run with the anti-you-know-what no more. Okay? Now the world is crying out against you. Let's get that again. Right? Micah 2:1. Woe to the oppressors. Right? Woe to them. This is Micah 2:1. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. Right? Going back to that the learned protocols of the elders of Zion, man. The plans of these top devils. All right, to take over the planet, man. All right, to control every aspect of life, man. Right? When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand. They got the power. Right? And they covet fields and take them by violence, and houses and take them away. So they oppress a man in his house, even a man in his heritage. This is why you can't call yourself a JEW. Right? This is why you can't acknowledge as being an Israelite. That's why they won't acknowledge you as being the Lord's people, man. Okay? They oppress a man in his house, even a man in his heritage. All right? Verse 3, therefore thus saith the Lord, Yahweh Shema Shai, behold, against this family do I devise an evil, which ye shall not remove your necks. You see? You're not going to slither your way out of this. Okay? Neither shall you go haughtily, for this time is evil. Verse 4. In that day shall one take up a parable against you and lament with a doleful lamentation. So as I said, man, the world is waking up and crying out against the wicked. All right, you devils. All right, you Edomites. And lament with a doleful lamentation. Yeah, you're the ones that's ruining the planet. Okay, every anti-Messiah, what's the word I'm looking for? Every anti-Messiah, everything that's against the Lord, every philosophy, every degenerate way is pushed by these people. Okay? They're behind the trafficking, the pedophilia. They're behind the aggressive push of the nasty people, the alphabet gang. Right? They're behind the transformism, the Satanism that's being pushed. All right, the record labels, the executives, the companies that push this this toxic rap music. You see, they're behind all this shit, man. And now the world is waking up, okay, and calling them out. They're being exposed. So the world is lamenting with a doleful lamentation. All right, like a great cry, you know. It says, and say, we be utterly spoiled. He have changed the portion of my people. How have he removed it from me? Turning away, he have divided our field. So this man has conquered the earth. All right. The whole world is under his subjection. All right. Let's grab this article too. This is from the Jerusalem Post. All right. This came out today. All right. Because everything is playing into that narrative, man, that you can't say anything about him. That's how we know they're getting ready to shut this thing down, man. Okay. So it says, this is from the Jerusalem Post. It says throughs kill blacks, and throughs enslave black lives found graffiti in Georgia. The anti-Sem graffiti was found in Atlanta, spray painted on public property. So you see, they're looking for stories, man. Okay, this story made it into the 48er Post, man. Okay, you see what I'm saying? They're pushing that, man. All right, you know that that they're the victims. You see what I'm saying? It's all playing into their hand to shut anybody down that comes against them, that questions their narrative, right? That pretty much reveals them. So you see where this is going. All right. It was another article I don't have pulled up, but it says something around the lines that they have confirmed. They have a confirmed case of those who were involved with the New Jersey shootings. See, so they're reaching. Matter of fact, since I'm talking about it, let's play that clip. All right, bear with me, man. All right, this is all in the spirit. All right, let me pull that up too. All right, and then we'll read a little bit of this article and grab more scriptures. Bear with me 1 second. All right, let's pull this up. All right.
So we got our first look at both.
Y'all remember this, right? And they dug this shit out of the dirt again, right? Lord's will. Hold on, let me check if my mic is on. All right, my mic's still good. All right, bet. All right, y'all remember this.
So we got our first look at both shooters today. Law enforcement officials saying he belonged to a fringe religious group and posted anti-cop, anti-Jewish rants online. She apparently followed him from a once relatively normal life in Elizabeth, New Jersey, into that murderous rampage. That, according to our sources. Chief Investigative Reporter Jonathan Dees joining us now with the very latest here again in this investigation. John?
Yeah, he was 47, former military, believed to have followed a group known for anti-Semitism. She was 50 years old, neighbors say a one-time health aide, and we still don't know why they chose that specific store to kill those innocent people. Why did she do it? Law enforcement officials say Francine Graham had no known criminal record, and so far, no hateful rants have been found on her social media. But him, yes. David Anderson had some past crimes, including a gun possession arrest. And law enforcement officials say he was also a member of the Black Hebrew Israelites, a small group considered anti-Semitic. You sometimes see them on streets yelling they are the only real Jews. The Southern Poverty Law Center calls them Black nationalist hate groups. In the van after the shootout, investigators say Anderson left a note that basically said, "I do this because my creator makes me do this, and I hate who he hates." Also,
you see, hey, back then, this was a couple years ago. Esau was going hard. He was trying He was trying to get this story to stick. You know, it's all bullshit. Let's play that again, man. I always crack up when they play that part. You know. All right. Hey, this is as we read the scriptures in Ephesians, the 6th chapter. You got to put on the whole armor so that you may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. All right. That you may be able to quench the fiery darts of the wicked. This is exactly what this is. Right. Remember, he's the accuser of our brethren. He's going to come with false accusations, false charges. He's going to make shit up. All right. He's trying to push a narrative to stick to us, but it's not working. All right. That's why we're going to continue to hammer his ass through the spirit of truth.
The van after the shootout, investigators say Anderson left a note that basically said, "I do this because my creator makes me do this, and I hate who he hates." Also in the van, other guns, and the FBI confirmed the explosive device was real.
It was a viable device, meaning it could be a device that would have exploded.
Online, our sources point us to web postings where it's believed Anderson wrote, "Blacks are Jews, and the Jewish are imposters." Law enforcement officials also believe he posted rants about hating police. Officials also confirmed Anderson and Graham were the key suspects in the killing of this livery driver whose body was found last weekend in Bayonne.
Anderson and Graham are our prime suspects in the Bayonne Uber driver killing.
As for Graham, we're told she was raised in Upper Manhattan, moved to New Jersey, and neighbors say may have been evicted after spiraling downward with Anderson. Social media pictures also show a minivan he apparently worked in, selling snack items to try to get by. Police, FBI, and ATF agents still trying to track where they got the guns and ammo. We're told they're looking into whether Anderson traveled to the Midwest, perhaps Ohio, to get some of them.
All right, so there you have it. I just had to play that just to remind you, man. All right, none of his shit is going to work. So we see, as I said, going back to his article, so we see exactly what they're trying to do. It says, "Throughs kill blacks and throughs enslave black lives, found graffiti in Georgia." The anti-Sim graffiti was found in Atlanta, spray painted on public property. All right. Just going to read briefly here. Okay. "Throughs kill blacks and throughs enslave black lives were found spray painted publicly in Atlanta, Georgia on Tuesday." It says, "Stop Anti-Sim posted on Twitter 2 pictures of the graffiti. This is what you are." Let me see if I can make this bigger. All right. There you go. So it says, "Stop Anti-Sim posted on Twitter 2 pictures of the graffiti. This is what you are fueling. This is what you are fueling, Kyrie Irving," they wrote. "This is what the throughs have to endure when notable figures like yourself use their platform to spread falsities and hatreds of others. This is on you, Kyrie Irving." You see what I'm saying? These niggas are professional victims, man. All right. And here, apparently, this is the graffiti that was written on some property down there in Atlanta, Georgia. All right. I'm just clicking it and make it bigger. All right. This is your fault, Kyrie Irving. You see? So you can't make this shit up, man. It's all tired. It's all whack, man. All right. Anyway, is there any more? It says, "Stop Anti-Sim continued its tweet with a Twitter thread linking to an article at Sports Illustrated and wrote, quote, "By not addressing and punishing Irving's promotion on Anti-Sim, the NBA and Adam Silver have essentially greenlighted it. We stand with Charles Barkley. Irving needs to be suspended. This situation is unacceptable," right? So it's now niggas want to blame. Now these niggas want to blame Kyrie for all the shit that's popping up. All right, people standing with him. All right, these devils continuously being called out. All right, so you know what time it is. Once again, these are all the wiles of the devil. All right, and you niggas not fooling nobody. All right. So anyway, moving on. Isaiah 29. Okay. Isaiah 29 and verse 15, and it reads, see if I'm going to start up. No, we start at 15. All right, this is Isaiah 29:15. It says, "Woe unto them that seek deep to hide their counsel from the Lord, Yahweh Shemel Shai, and their works are in the dark, and they say, Who seeth us, and who knoweth us?" Going back to what? The secret counsels of the wicked. Okay, the Freemasonry, the Illuminati. All right, these witches and warlocks. All right, the Trilateral Commission. All right, basically, as they would call the so-called deep state. Okay, this is the secret counsels of the wicked, and it's all being revealed. And they say, "Who seeth us, and who know of us?" Right, but the Lord is revealing you now. Okay, verse 16: Surely your turning of things upside down shall be esteemed. Shall be esteemed as the potter's clay. For shall the work say of him that made it, He made me not? Or shall the thing framed say of him that framed it, He have no understanding? So, as I've been going into this lesson, right, the Most High is pretty much, all right, putting Esau's track record out there. All right, Esau's history is pretty much being revealed. All right, who you are, what you tried to do, how you tried to hide. Okay, the games that you try to play, it's all being put out. Okay, it's all being put on Front Street. Psalm 64:1, prayer for deliverance from secret enemies. Ooh, see, Psalm 64:1, and it reads, it says, "Hear my voice, O power, in my prayer, preserve my life from the fear of the enemy." Verse 2, hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked. All right, the secret counsel of the wicked. America's being ruled over by Satanists. And who are these people? All right, the Edomites, starting with the 48ers, the small hats, man. Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, for the insurrection of the workers of iniquity. This is them, who whet their tongue like a sword and bend their bows to shoot their arrows, even bitter words. You see that? And this is what they like to do. All right, they're bending their arrows and they're shooting those bitter words. Right? They like to play the victim. They like to seem as they're not doing anything wrong. All right, we don't control everything. You got to stop saying that. This, that, and, but it's all being exposed, man. Going back, Psalm 64:2, hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, for the insurrection of the workers of iniquity, who whet their tongue like a sword and bend their bows to shoot their arrows, even bitter words, that they may shoot in secret at the perfect. All right, the perfect represents Israel, you Israelites, that they may shoot in secret at the perfect. Suddenly do they shoot at him and fear not. And hey, these devils are shooting, man. All right, they're shooting them arrows. All right, those arrows of deceit. Okay, the lies, the semantics. All right, playing that victim role, acting like they don't know who the true people are. Right? And the elect, they're not falling for it. Verse 5, they encourage themselves in an evil matter, right? Like that, like the learned protocols of the elders of Zion. All right, their plans, all right, of a new world order, world domination under Satan. They encourage themselves in an evil matter. They commune of laying snares privately. They say, who shall see them? See? They actually believe that their secret works are going unnoticed. Right? It says, they search out iniquities, they accomplish a diligent search, both the inward thought of every one of them and the heart is deep. See? But Yahweh Shemel Shai shall shoot at them with an arrow. Suddenly shall they be wounded. So shall they make their own tongue to fall upon themselves. All that see them shall flee away. And the Lord has allowed, all right, that their own tongues to fall upon themselves. They've openly admitted, that ultimately what? That they control the world. They run everything, and it ain't shit that you people can do about it. Okay? So moving on, right? Just want to make that point there. All right, so let's get this article right quick. All right, straight to the point. Okay, because we were talking about how America's power has been depleted. All right. Now I'm gonna play this clip, but this article is from the Washington Journal, right? It says Wall Street Journal, Salakia. It says the big one is coming, and the U.S. military isn't ready, right? It says a U.S. flag officer talks candidly about the fading U.S. deterrent, going into what? The fading power of America, man. All right. So they said the big one is coming and the U.S. military is not ready. All right. That speaks volumes. All right. So let's play this little 4-minute clip here. All right. Let's see if I can make it a little bigger. Hold on. All right, bear with me. Just trying to make it a little bigger. All right, there we go, right there.
I think that the reality is that we are just at historical lows of defense spending. In the Cold War, we were spending 5 or 6% of the economy on defense, and we are spending closer to 3% now.
For 9 years, the Heritage Foundation has been producing an annual index of US military strength. And at the risk of sounding alarmist, the latest report contains troubling findings, as the country's rating slips from just marginal in 2022 to weak in 2023.
So, Mark, in the Navy is great.
You hear that? Play that again. All right, that's prophecy right there. Right?
Sounding alarmist, the latest report contains troubling findings, as the country's rating slips from just marginal in 2022 to weak in 2023.
So, Mark, in the Navy is rated weak. Basically, the Navy has struggled to grow. It needs to be 355 ships. You have an agreement on that between the Navy and in Congress, but it's still stuck at 300 ships, and there's not the budget to grow. So that has really contributed to the Navy's weakness.
For context, one has to understand that the index tries to measure the military against a consistent benchmark every year. That's to say, its ability to handle 2 major regional conflicts at once. Say a conflict in the Middle East and one on the Korean Peninsula.
Let's get a quick scripture. All right. America's military is weak, right? Real quick, Isaiah 26:5. Let's get that real quick. All right, this is the book of Isaiah 26:5. It says, "For he bringeth down them that dwell on high, the lofty city," and America is that lofty city. "He layeth it low, even to the ground. He bringeth it even to the dust." You see? So Yahweh Hashem Yahushua has laid this land low. It's weak, right? The power is depleted. Okay? And the nations see that. That's why as it said in the article, that what? The big one is coming and the U.S. military isn't ready, right? This shit's about to get bad, man, right? But that's all part of the downfall of this wicked empire, man, right?
The Air Force is rated very weak, an even lower ranking than the Navy's, because it's retiring aircraft faster than it.
Korean Peninsula.
The Air Force is rated very weak, an even lower ranking than the Navy's, because it's retiring aircraft faster than it buys them, and it also is not procuring more modern aircraft like the F-35 fast enough, and it also is weathering low readiness rates of aircraft that are not mission capable. The Army is in a slightly better position, with the exception of recruiting, which continues to be an issue. And the Marines got the highest rating of strong. But it's worth noting that they are shrinking. They are making really big trade-offs for what they think the next fight will be, which is in the Pacific. And if they're wrong about that, we could have a Marine Corps that's much too small.
The fact is, the Trump administration's one-time cash infusion has dried up. Pentagon budgets aren't keeping up with inflation, and branches of the military are having to make trade-offs about whether to be modern, large, or ready to fight.
There's a debate percolating in Washington about whether to basically spend a lot more money on the Navy and the Air Force and take it out of the Army. I think that contains some risks that might not be appreciated, especially as we've seen Vladimir Putin assert himself in Europe. I don't think that carving up the Army would be wise.
Okay, so obviously at the moment, the Pentagon has a budget, I think it's around 800 billion, is that right?
Yeah, it's a huge budget, right?
Right, and as you said, that's about 3%. And obviously back in the 80s, it was pretty much double, 5 to 6%. So how are we, fixed as a country, the US, compared with a country like China that's always showing off its latest wares?
Well, Mark, there are a lot of questions about what's actually going on in the Chinese military, and there are some reasons to be circumspect because we do not know how their military would do in a fight. They have not fought in a long time, and for instance, if they were to try to do a amphibious assault on Taiwan, that is a varsity operation, and we do not know how well they would fare in that. Here's some things we do know. We do know that they're showing a certain seriousness in their military equipment that the West is not. So China, even in the past 10 years, has built out a navy of over 355 ships, much larger than ours, that they intend to use to be a global power. It's not just a navy that can operate near their home waters anymore.
Some will want to know.
See that? See? These militaries, man. Right? Let me get that. That's Isaiah 13, man. You see this? These nations are rising up, man. This shit is about to go down, man. Right? There's Isaiah 13 in verse 4. Isaiah 13 and 4, it says, the noise of a multitude in the mountains. All right, as you just saw in the clip. All right, you saw China's military, man. All these nations are being gathered up for war. The noise of a multitude in the mountains, like as of a great people. You see that? A tumultuous noise of the kingdoms of nations gathered together. The Lord of hosts, Yahweh Shem Yahushai, mustereth the host of the battle. You saw all of those soldiers, man? Millions of them, man, that are preparing to go to battle with the West. Right? Verse 5, it says, they come from a far country, from the end of heaven, even the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushai, and the weapons of his indignation to destroy the whole land. That's the missiles, man, which these nations' militaries are going to use. Right? So it said that the noise of a multitude in the mountains, like as of a great people, man. See? That's the prophecy. Right? Right? Everything you just saw right here.
How well they would fare in that. Here's some things we do know. We do know that they're showing a certain seriousness in their military equipment that the West is not. So China, even in the past 10 years, has built out a navy of over 355 ships, much larger than ours, that they intend to use to be a global power. It's not just a navy that can operate near their home waters anymore.
Some will want to know why the Pentagon can't do better on an $800 billion budget. And it's a fair point. The answer lies in procurement and other changes. But the US will also have to spend more on defense if it wants to protect its interests and the homeland.
Last week, there was this story about how China is recruiting British Royal Air Force pilots who are retired and paying them really handsomely to teach Chinese military pilots how to deal with Western tactics and Western jets. So that says to be that one side of this equation here is preparing for a conflict and thinks there might be one and is intending to win. So there are all sorts of reasons why we can't really be sure how the Chinese military would actually fail in battle. But there are reasons to take this seriously and invest in our own defense and hopefully deter China from making a colossal mistake like trying to take Taiwan by force.
It's going down, man. See that? Let's get the prophecy. All right. This is Isaiah. It's Isaiah 47 and verse 1. Lament for Babylon. All right. Isaiah 47 and 1. And it reads, it says, come down and sit in the dust. All right. That dust represents confusion and also being brought to a low estate. Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground. There is no throne. All right. America, what did it say? All right. It says the U.S. military's growing weakness. See? All right. This is the spirit. Okay. Salakia. Isaiah 47 and 1. Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground. There is no throne. O daughter of the Chaldeans. For thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate, man, because this place is about to see a major world's war. All right? This place is about to get invaded. You saw all them damn troops over there in China and Russia. All right? The Lord is stirring up that great multitude. Okay? Those soldiers. Verse 2, right? Hold on, quick precept. Okay? Right? This is Jeremiah 50 and 42. All right. All right. This is Jeremiah 50 and 42. Ooh, let's start up. At 40. Jeremiah 50 and 40. As Yahweh Shemel Shai overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah and the neighboring cities thereof, saith the Lord Yahweh Shemel Shai, so shall no man abide there, neither shall any son of man dwell therein. All right. So as the Most High overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah, all right, that's exactly what's going to happen to Babylon the Great, America. And to prove that, before I move on, right, that's also back in Isaiah 13, right? Let's get that before we go back. Okay. Tells you the same thing in Isaiah the 13th chapter, right? Babylon will fall to the Medes, which would be the Russians. All right. Isaiah 13 verses 17 and through 19. 19 is the point. Isaiah 13 and 17. Behold, I will stir up the Medes against them, which shall not regard silver, and as for gold, they shall not delight in it. Their bows shall also dash the young men to pieces, and they shall have no pity on the fruit of the womb. Their eyes shall not spare children. The point. As Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldees' excellency shall be when Yahweh Shemel Shai overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. You see that? So this place is going to go out just like Sodom and Gomorrah did. So going back, Jeremiah 50 and 41. Behold, a people shall come from the north, and a great nation, and many kings shall be raised up from the coast of the earth. You see that? Going into what? Those Russians, the kings of the east, right? The Lord is raising up all these kings of the earth for this final war's war. The war of Armageddon, World War III. Verse 42, my point. They shall hold the bow and lance. They are cruel and will not show mercy. Their voice shall roar like the sea, and they shall ride upon horses, everyone put in array, which is battle formation, like a man to the battle against thee, O daughter of Babylon. You see that? That's why the Lord told us in Isaiah 47 that there is no throne. Sit on the ground, there is no throne, O daughter of Babylon. You see? The nations are ready. Their weaponry and their nuclear capability far surpasses Babylon, America. Okay, it's a wrap. Right? It says, verse 43. The king of Babylon have heard the report of them, and his hands wax feeble. Right? What's the problem with America? America's military forces are weak. It says his hands wax feeble. That's weak. Anguish took hold of him, and pangs as of a woman in travail, right? Because now, as it was saying in the article, these concerns, you know, have reached to Congress. They're talking about this. It's like, you know, they're trying to figure out what they're going to do, right? They don't have the power to fight. You see? It says, that's the point. Matter of fact, we'll finish it out. All right? Jeremiah 15:44, behold, he shall come up as a lion from the swelling of Jordan unto the habitation of the strong, but I will make them suddenly run away from her. And who is a chosen man that I may appoint over her? For who is like me, and who will appoint me the time? And who is the shepherd that will stand before me? Verse 45, therefore hear ye the counsel of the Lord, Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, that he have taken against Babylon. Yeah, see, this is the counsel here. This is the determination that the Lord has declared upon Babylon the Great, America. So you're hearing the counsel of the Lord that he has taken against this place, and his purposes that he had proposed against the land of the Chaldeans. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. Surely he shall make their habitation desolate with them. Yeah, going into those 48ers. All right, because the small hats, the 48ers, are going to draw America into World War III, as we see happening now. All right, especially this situation that's going to take off between Israel and Iran, which is going to lead into World War III. All right, the brother Yashalam, all right, he posted a video of pretty much the nations already being gathered up in the so-called Middle East as this Ukraine and Russia situation is going on. You got the nations of the world already getting their soldiers ready in the so-called Middle East, in the valley of Yehoshaphat. That's going on right now. Okay. Verse 46, at the noise of the taking of Babylon, the earth is moved, and the cry is heard among the nations. Right. The earth is going to be moved when this place is taken down, man. All right. When those missiles devour this place, and the cry is going to be heard amongst the nations, man. All right. It's going to be heard, and it's going to be seen all around the world of the destruction of Babylon the Great. Right. So anyway, going back to Isaiah 47. We'll start from the top again. Isaiah 47:1. Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground. There is no throne. O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate. Verse 2. Take the millstones, grind meal, uncover thy locks, make bare the leg, uncover the thigh, pass over the rivers. All right. So the Lord is basically saying, expose this place, as we went into earlier. All right. You 48ers, you small hats that run everything, is being revealed, being exposed. All the wickedness and abominations that go on in this society is being called out. Right. Starting with the prophets. Right. Take the millstones. Right. Take the millstones and grind meal. All right. This place is being grinded. All right. It's being taken down through the Spirit. Right. Verse 3, thy nakedness shall be uncovered. Yea, thy shame shall be seen. Habakkuk 2:16. Shameful spewing shall be upon thy glory. All right. Satanists. What did the guy say from Through News? You know, Putin said that Satanists control the country. Okay. Shameful spewing should be on thy glory, right? Nearly 1 in 5 U.S. adults say they believe Satan worshiping, child enslaving elites seek to control politics and media. All right. Shameful spewing shall be upon thy glory. Right. Going back. Isaiah 47:3, thy nakedness shall be uncovered. Yea, thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance and I will not meet thee as a man. And that's Yahweh Shai, man. Right. Yahweh Shai is going to take vengeance. He's not going to meet thee as a man. He's coming back with a pure angelic force. All right. He's coming back with the host of heaven. All right. To take down this empire, to take down this beast system. All right. That's dominating the planet Earth. America, NATO, and the EU. All right, the infrastructure of the beast. Verse 4, as for our Redeemer, saith the Lord, as our Redeemer, the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushua of hosts is his name, the Holy One of Israel. See, right? It says, sit thou silent and get thee into darkness, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called the Lady of Kingdoms. All right, because the Lord is about to destroy you. Right? It says, I was wroth with my people. I have polluted my inheritance and given them into thy hand. All right, you Jakes. Okay, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, Hispanics. All right, you're still in captivity over here in Babylon the Great. Right? We were given into the hand of the wicked. Thou didst show them no mercy. Upon the ancient hast thou very heavily laid thy yoke. And thou saidest, I should be a lady forever. So that thou didst not lay these things to thy heart, neither didst remember the latter end of it. Yeah, you didn't consider. Okay, you thought that wickedness was basically going to strive forever. You thought that you were going to never be dethroned, right? That you were never going to be taken out of the power seat, right? But now the Lord is showing you otherwise. He's showing the world, okay, that you ain't got the power. Okay, these other nations see what? They see blood in the water. All right, they see chinks in the armor. All right, they see a hole there, man, and they're going to exploit it. You know, so this is all tactics of war coming first and foremost by Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. Okay, they didn't consider their latter end, man. The mind of the Edomites, they thought that they would be in power forever, that they would never be taken down. Like it tells you in Obadiah, thy pride has greatly deceived thee, O that dwellest in the clefts of the rocks. And they say within themselves, who shall bring me down to the ground? See? So the Lord is showing you, right? I'm just going through the article real quick. Okay. Let's just read this to solidify the point. So it says, Russia's invasion of Ukraine revealed the fading power of America's military deterrent, a fact that too few of our leaders seem willing to admit in public. So it is encouraging to hear a senior flag officer acknowledge the danger in a way that we hope is the start of a campaign to educate the American public. Quote, this Ukraine crisis that we're in right now, this is just a warm-up. Navy Admiral Charles Richard, commander of U.S. Strategic Command, said this week at a conference, quote, the big one is coming, and it isn't going to be very long before we're going to get tested in ways that we haven't been tested for a long time. Going straight to Isaiah 47:1. Sit on the ground, O Babylon, there is no throne. Thou shalt not be regarded as tender and delicate, man. This place is about to get tested. Okay? See, Esau's people are telling you. How bad is it? Well, the admiral said, quote, as our asses are our level of deterrence against China, the ship is slowly sinking, right? Babylon the Great is a sinking ship. It is sinking slowly, but it is sinking. As fundamentally, they are putting capability in the field faster than we are. Sinking slowly is hardly a consolation. As those curves keep going, it won't matter how good our commanders are or how good our horses are. We are not going to have enough of them. And that is a very near-term problem. Note that modifier near term. This is a more urgent vulnerability than most of the political class cares to recognize. You see that? So he's letting you know that this place is open to be taken. All right. He's basically saying in a lack of better words that it's a wrap for America, man. Right? Reading a little bit more. It says, let's see, let's jump down. You just want to get the meat from the article. Yeah, here's the point right here. It says the news last year that China tested a hypersonic missile that flew around the world and landed at home should have raised more alarms than it did. It means China could put any U.S. city or facility at risk, and perhaps without being detected. The fact that the test took the U.S. by surprise and that it surpassed America's hypersonic capabilities makes it worse. How we lost the hypersonic race to China and Russia deserves hearings in Congress. You see that? All right, this is a big deal. All right, he's letting the world know that, look, America's going to lose. This place is about to be taken out. I'll read this last paragraph here. It says, educating the public about U.S. military weakness runs the risk of encouraging adversaries to exploit them. But the greater risk today is slouching ahead in blind complacency until China invades Taiwan or takes some other action that damage U.S. interests or allies because Beijing thinks the U.S. can do nothing about it. You see that? So it's a wrap, man. And you got U.S. troops on the ground out there in Ukraine right now, man. So it's already started. Okay? World War III is here, man. All right? So I just wanted to bring this out, man. It's a wrap. All right? You damn devils are going down. And nothing else you can do. All right? And we're going to stay on your damn neck, as always, through the Holy Spirit, man. Okay? The controllers of the world being revealed. All right? And America's power is depleted. See that? So, hey, I pray that this lesson was edifying, man. The water for once again for all you brothers bringing out the precepts. All right. You can clearly see it's a done deal for this place, man. You know, call halayim la Yahweh Shema Shai, you know. So I pray that this lesson was edifying. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who taught me this truth. And double salutations to all you Akim out there laboring in the house of David, the elect, that's pushing his word with all truth, righteousness, and sincerity. Shalom to you, brothers. All right, shalom.